If HES putting his life on the line for the country, why can't you remember his name, says widow of fallen soldier. Sergeant Johnson was among 4 Green Berets killed when their patrol was ambushed by Islamist militants. Donald Trump has claimed it would be impossible for him to forget the name of a fallen soldier because he has one of the great memories of all time. President Trump sparked controversy after being accused of not knowing the name of a dead soldier whose widow he phoned to console after he was killed in Niger. Democratic Congresswoman Frederica Wilson, who was accompanying the family, said during the 5-minute conversation President Trump failed to display the necessary tact or diplomacy needed for such a situation. Basically he said, "Well, I guess he knew what he signed up for, but I guess it still hurts," Ms. Wilson told CNN. "I heard what he said because the phone was on speaker." Maisha Johnson claimed the U.S. president struggled to remember the name of her fallen husband Sergeant LaDavid T. Johnson during a phone call with his family, and the call made her cry even worse. She told Good Morning America, "I heard him stumbling over trying to remember my husband's name, and that's what hurt me the most. If HES putting his life on the line for the country, why can't you remember his name?" she added. But President Trump has now sought to defend himself in a media conference and insisted he respected Ms. Johnson and did not forget the name of her late husband. He said, "I can only say this. I was really nice to her, Ms. Johnson. I respect her. I respect her family. I certainly respect LaDavid, who, by the way, I called LaDavid right from the beginning. They put a chart in front, LaDavid, it says LaDavid Johnson. So I called right from the beginning. There's no hesitation. One of the great memories of all time. No hesitation." Mr. Trump said he had never met Ms. Johnson but heaped praise on her, saying, "I think SHES a fantastic woman. I was extremely nice to her, extremely respectful." Prior to this, President Trump answered a question about whether he should be more civil by reminding reporters he has went to an Ivy League college and is very intelligent. Sergeant Johnson was among 4 Green Berets killed when their patrol was ambushed by Islamist militants. Mr. Trump called his widow, Ms. Johnson, while she was traveling with her family to meet her husband's casket at Miami International Airport. Last week, President Trump denied telling Ms. Johnson her husband knew what he signed up for moments before she wept over his coffin. He claimed not only was Ms. Wilson, the Florida congresswoman who reported the phone call, wrong, but that she had gone so far as to intentionally lie. Democrat Congresswoman totally fabricated what I said to the wife of a soldier who died in action, and I have proof. Sad, he wrote on Twitter. More about Donald Trump. Maisha Johnson reuse content. We use cookies to enhance your visit to our site and to bring you advertisements that might interest you. Read our privacy and cookie policies to find out more.